Our study examines the impacts of migration on three issues: poverty, inequality, and productivity. So, in other words, we intend to see whether migrations raise the living standard of migrating individuals, their family member who are living with them, and family member who are living in the village of origins. Migration is an old phenomenon in Cambodia, but recently has received renewed attentions from policymakers and development partners. The movement of labor is from rural to urban areas, and more people migrate through both formal and informal channels to work abroad as well. This phenomenon really demands policy and also mechanism to monitor the condition of those people as well.
The key government institution will be the Ministry of Labor, the Ministry of Interior, and also the National Employment Agency, the NGOs like the ILO, the IRM, and more importantly the local NGOs who form the migration network. We were asked by the migration network to share what the finding, what would be the main challenges, and what will be the possible policy intervention to better manage migration.
Our study has three outcome indicators. One is poverty, the second one inequality, and third one is labor productivity. So the objective is to look at whether individuals who migrate will have some impacts on those outcome indicators or not. And we hypothesize that migrations can raise the living standard of migrating individual and family, thereby reduced in turn the poverty and inequality. However, we hypothesize that migrations would reduce labor productivity of family in the village of origins. So in order to test these hypotheses, we use the so-called matching method. The full name of it is called propensity score matchings. Now what this approach does is to compare the outcome of migrating individuals, for example expenditure, with the outcome of those who do not migrate. The approach ensures that it has to balance the characteristics, because we know that individuals or households have different characteristics. So before comparison can be made, the approach balances the characteristics. This is the first time that we joined the network. We really appreciate with the process. One reason that we seek the support from PEP is, the themes that PEP propose. I think a variety of themes that PEP propose is really relevant and important to both the macro and microeconomic development in Cambodia right now. It is timely that we have a chance to work in this area. Secondly, the approach that PEP chooses in terms of the methodology. And I think that in Cambodia, researchers still have a lot more to do in terms of improving their capacity on implementing scientific studies that provide objective results. So I think this is another aspect that PEP has provided us. The last one is, I think, the networks. We really appreciate being able to participate in PEP network, because this is an extensive network of experts who specialize in scientific approaches, where we can utilize further to improve not only our capacity but we also can actually disseminate these kinds of understanding to researchers, and especially academia really works in that research area as well.